Levan Saginashivili recently hit 1 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he did his first live stream to celebrate that. He answered a bunch of interesting questions like, when is his next super match going to take place? Where? Against who? What is the condition of his left arm? Is he going to be back? The answer may be a little bit unfortunate for us arm wrestling fans. Did Devon LARRATT cheat in the setup? Can he defeat Prime Siplankov? So bunch of interesting questions and interesting answers from Levan Saginashvili. Unfortunately, there was no translation available on the YouTube live stream, but luckily for us, there was a Reddit user who posted the full translation. I'll link that in the description. Let's start. First of all, the common question that Levan has already answered many times. What are the next opponents, the potential opponents? Vitaly Lalitin, Alex Kordecha, Jerry Cadret, or Hermes Gasparini. Now obviously Artem Morozov now has been removed from Levan's wrist for obvious reasons. For anyone who saw East vs West 13 or saw the results of the event, know why Morozov isn't there and why he isn't supposed to be there, realistically speaking. So right now, Levan does not know who the exact opponent is, but he mentioned that he will know about the confirmation of the match and against who in about 1 or 2 months time from now. But later on in the stream, he did mention that his next super match is going to be on December 10th in USA, but he may not go there because he's too lazy. Now this is something coming from someone who always appreciates and supports Levan, except for that one moment where he did not come back to the table to arm wrestle Hermes Gasparini, which was a completely different subject. This is not a champion's response. This is not a champion's answer. We want to see matches from Levan, and he just cannot cancel matches just because he doesn't feel like going to USA because the flight is too long or he gets too tired. We do not want to see that. And he also mentioned that his next match will most likely be against Hermes Gasparini. So as of now, until something crazy happens, it looks like at King of the Table, we will see Levan Saginashvili versus Hermes Gasparini on December 10th. Maybe Vitaly can do something about that within the time frame, because in all of the polls, whenever somebody is asking who's the most worthy opponent for Levan, everyone is saying Vitaly Lalitin. He gets more than 50% votes. Then there is Hermes Gasparini at number 2 with about 25-30% votes, which is absolutely insane. I'm not sure how people can vote like that, because Hermes is the only one who stopped Levan, like a considerable stop that could have resulted in a pin. Devon also stopped Levan, but Levan overcame that easily. It was not the case in the Hermes Gasparini match. So Hermes has not only stopped Levan, but he has literally defeated Vitaly Lalitin not so long ago. Still people believe that Vitaly deserves that shot more than Hermes Gasparini. Well, maybe that is because Hermes already had his shot, but Vitaly had his shot too in 2018 if we look at it that way. So maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't make sense. So right now, Levan is looking forward to inviting Devon over to Georgia to train for him for quite some time, and we'll be seeing amazing videos. For that, he's looking for some sponsors for that potential September trip. Devon has also mentioned that he would like to move to Georgia for a considerable amount of time to absorb their training methods, to absorb their culture, to literally absorb their strength, because Devon has only lost 3 matches in past 5-6 years since he lost to Michael Todd in WL, and all of the 3 losses have come from Georgians. So he really respects Georgia a lot. That's why he keeps on speaking about potentially facing Samushia next if he cannot even beat Irakli Zerekashvili, who's the 95 kg champion. So for that, he's looking for sponsors. We can expect that collab to happen in somewhere around September time. Andrei Smaev. Now everybody keeps on talking about that guy. He used to be 125 kilos. When Devon made a video about him, he was insanely strong. Right now he's over 150 and he's pulling more than that weight. So pull-ups with more than 300 kilos. Weighted pull-ups with like 20, 30, 40 kilos with single arms, and that too by a person who is weighing 150 kilos. But Levan Saginashvili answered what most of us can clearly see after looking at the way Andrei Smaev arm wrestles on the table. Levan said that he's a good, strong bodybuilder, but he's not an arm wrestler by any means. And that was a very realistic answer. Usually people shy away from saying things like that, especially legends like Devon LARRATT, who kind of try to be politically correct, not to demotivate the other person. But that's not Levan Saginashvili for you. He's like, no, he's not an arm wrestler. He does not have that style. He's like Larry Wheels. He literally mentioned that. So Andrei Smaev's potential on the table is out of question if we consider Levan Saginashvili's statement. Then the question about can you defeat prime Denis Siplenkov, and the question was also about what about prime Denis versus prime Devon. Levan said it's a good match, but I will defeat both of them. It's not even a question, and I will not even not only defeat Denis Siplenkov, but I would literally play with him or destroy him. This is something that he said along the lines of those statements. So yeah, clearly he still wants that match. Levan said that it would be really good if this match happens, or even the Brian Shaw match happens. It will be good for the popularity of the sport, but he clearly knows that none of them stand any chance against the Georgian Hulk. Then the question about John Brzezinski, John versus Leonidas. Levan believes that John's hand and wrist and his experience will be too much for Leonidas, and he's going to win that match. Then the unfortunate question, the left arm recovery update. Levan said that he's trying everything. He tries to work out in the gym equally as his right arm, but his left is not responding. If he can do 20 reps with his right arm in some exercise, he can only do about 0 reps on the left arm. That's how big of a difference there is right now, and it doesn't seem to be closing anytime soon. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like that even next year we are going to see Levan Saginashvili back on the table. Initially, he informed Engin, and Engin informed us through his live stream that Levan will be competing on the left arm in early part of next year, but maybe looks like that decision or that assumption that it may be cancelled. It may not happen. He said that his fingers are weak and his wrist is weak. So no progress at all. Then the question about Devon LARRATT. Does Devon cheat in the setup? Levan said that yes, Devon always cheats. He always does that. He did that this time as well. But Levan intentionally allowed Devon to get all of the advantage in the world. And before somebody gets mad in the comment section at Levan or at me, Devon himself said right after the match that he got all he needed. He got the best setup in the world in the rounds, and he still couldn't do anything against Levan. Well, he did something in the first round, but later on he couldn't do anything. So that's why Levan allowed it. Why? Because he wanted the matches to start early. So maybe he was a little bit worried about his endurance. The whole concept in his mind was, let me waste a little bit energy or get into a slightly disadvantageous position, not waste energy. But the matches need to start early so that I don't get tired soon enough. Then Irakli Zeragashvili, can he be the champion at 105 kilos? Levan said that yes, he already has that potential. Given an opportunity against Oleg Petrenko, Levan believes that he can win this match. Levan did not say that he'll dominantly win that, but maybe he can barely manage to sneak out the victory. Devon LARRATT versus Vitaly Laletin. Levan said that if Devon is able to stop that match, then for sure it's his match to win. But the question is about stopping, and as of now, it looks like that Levan believes that Devon is the favorite, and he clearly believed that Vitaly will destroy Morozov too. And maybe we should start listening to Levan Saginashvili's predictions, because he's almost always correct these days. He even bet $100 with Devon, which Devon has not given to him yet, on the Evgeny Pronik versus Irakli Zeragashvili super match. There was a question about Devon hooking as well. Why didn't you hook Devon? And Levan said that Devon tried to hook him, and he was like willing to go there, but Devon felt some part that he did not like, and then he switched his technique. So Levan wanted to go there, Devon wanted to go there, but then Devon changed his technique. So this was the live stream. Once again, thanks for the user for posting the full translation. I'll link that in the description. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe.